Hello everyone, welcome to day 20. Just finished up with the complete launch for my 8th product in total that I've ever launched. Feels good to get the work done and to get that sort of dopamine from within rather than externally from, like validation from others or from cheaper sources like TikTok, for instance, which funnily enough is where I feel like that source of dopamine can be so detrimental to my workflow throughout the day. Like if I wake up and I get straight into like TikTok and stuff, even just at breakfast, I feel like it's just putting such a damper on my mental clarity before getting in and settling down at my desk and working. And it's harder to focus and you're thinking about other things, or you get distracted by little noises or little things happening outside the window. And yeah, overall you kind of just can't, I just find that I'm like a million things going on in my head, or like little tics, or just like, I don't know, just random shit that I could be thinking about that just pops up in there. But tonight, for instance, when there's nothing around, I've just like basically snapped my fingers and 5 hours of work is gone, and I was able to punch out everything, which has been really good. So yeah, food for thought there. I think just setting up my day is something that I need to focus on a lot more, or just be a bit more conscious on how I spend, say, the first hour and a half of my day, like what I look at on my phone, what I choose to get distracted by, say when I'm having breakfast or even just sitting here. Making sure that I'm on task. And I think another strategy would also be that if I do find that I'm eager on cheaper dopamine or a bit more action than just reading through a document about a product, I should go for a walk. I think moving around and getting outside especially is just going to be good for my mental state. But anyway, otherwise, tried out Higgs field today, which image generation wise shits on ChatGPT. There's probably no surprise there at all, but yeah, very realistic, a lot more detail, and you can produce more than one image for about the same amount of time. And the credits are pretty good, the system of credits. I ran through 50 or 55 in a day, and I have 160 for the month, so I'm going to run out pretty quickly. But that was also for a product launch, but then it was also not including image ads, so yeah, I think I'm going to need that 600. But yeah, would highly recommend that. It's a good process having ChatGPT help you out with the prompt and then taking it over to Higgsfield. I've specifically been using Higgsfield Sol and Google's Nano Banana, I think it's called. Bit odd, but we move. And yeah, otherwise looking over the weekend where I didn't do much work and thinking about what my constraints have been. And I think, yeah, it definitely comes back to that cheaper dopamine in the morning that kind of doesn't set me up right. Yeah, otherwise, running a rough timesheet of how long it's taken me to do everything, and with notes over the last couple of days, as well as a bit more in-depth timestamps from today. We've got a final time of 14 hours and around 30 minutes for a full product launch, which is a long time, but at the same time, it's great because there's so much room for improvement. So that's what we're focusing on tomorrow. We'll plan the week, do a few other jobs I didn't get around to today, then straight into next product and try and get that set up just in case that this one goes tits up. So that's the move. But it's exciting, and yeah, I think I continue to go on this sort of tangent of how exciting things are, but I do enjoy this process and having the gratification and just gratification of working hard and getting things done and getting the work done. And now it's time to sit back and assess results and then look at where I went wrong, where I could have improved, and go again. So on till tomorrow, day 21, almost 28 actually, which was a bit under a month, so that's scary. Anyway, on to 21. Adios.